Okay, now we will start class. Okay, so before starting once again, we will try to have a recap of the yesterday's class in which we had discussed the various sources of energy: thermal, geothermal. The new word was geothermal. So mainly the target was how to harness, how it is harnessed, how it is converted in the form of the electric energy. So geothermal means simply the heat energy present inside the earth's crust. We had just learned the way, and in each and every case you can just have the advantages and limitations. Already we have discussed, and now we will move forward. So now I would like to start today's class. Just see. Kindly mute yourself. After joining the class, you are suggested to mute yourself. Okay, so once again, good morning to all of you. So various sources of energy we have to explain, right? So out of that, now today we will also have some of the discussion regarding the sources of energy, that is from, just see, energy from sea or ocean. This is our today's topic. We know that three-fourths part of the earth's surface is covered with water body, that is in the form of sea or ocean mostly. So we know they are also one of the sources for the production of the energy. Like the hydroelectricity, we have learned how the running water can generate electricity. Similarly, how or many type of the energy that can also be obtained from the water of the sea or ocean. So today we will learn how these are helpful for the production of the electricity. So before starting this, yesterday I was discussing one term that was regarding the calorific value, and the classes was over, so we had not completed that. So before starting this topic, we would like to complete that table. Particular table you have to prepare in your note copy as soon as you finish the topic calorific value. So once again, I would like to write here the term calorific value. Just see, calorific value, kilojoule per kg. This is the unit in which we are going to write. Just listen and see. Just I have told you that in between the classes, many times it creates disturbance. I have just told you, join the classes within 4 or 5 minutes. Still many more are joining the classes. In between the class, we have to just see. Okay, so now yesterday we were discussing, just see, cow dung cake. So as far as the calorific value is concerned, it is not having a fixed value. In some books you will get 7,000, somewhere else you will get 6,000. So it may vary. So we had written just between 6,000 to 8,000 kilojoule per kg. This is the calorific value of powder cake. Second, we had written wood. It is in between 17,000 to 20,000 or 22,000. You can also write. It may be 20,000 or 22,000. It will vary. and that will depend upon the quality of the wood. Like the coal we had discussed, how the various type of the coal have the different amount of carbon present in it. So in the case of coal, just see, in the case of coal, sometimes it is written 25,000, sometimes it is 30,000. So it may vary between the value 25,000 to 33,000 kilojoule per kg. This is the calorific value of the traditional fuels which we have been used. So these are being used in domestic purposes especially. So out of these, some are the fuels which are also used in vehicles like diesel, petrol. So diesel and petrols are also one of the fuel. They are also having the calorific value. Its amount is approx 45,000. Just see, it may vary about 45 to 50,000. So this is about 45,000 petrol and diesel. So these are the fuel used in the vehicles. Now, after this we have been used, just we see in nowadays in all the homes, LPG is one of the best fuel which have been used nowadays. So we will also discuss the calorific value of LPG, but just we are arranging them in ascending order. So before writing the LPG, we will also have some of the fuels like methane. Just see, methane. Methane is an ideal fuel, CH4. You all know this is CH4. Its calorific value is about 50,000. After that, methane, CNG, compressed natural gas, which is cleaner fuel used in vehicles. So you can also go for that. Now you can come to the point LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. This is about 55,000 kilojoule per kg. 1 kg of LPG provide us approx the amount of 55,000 kilojoule of energy. So these are the common fuels which we have been using. So just note down, and after that some also fuels are there like the one of the best or cleaner fuel which have some limited utilization is hydrogen. And one more, you have heard the name about the biogas power plant, na? Biogas plant. So biogas plant comes in the range between this and this and this. So it should be written here, but I am just writing here. Biogas. Biogas plant we have to discuss, means biomass. After that biogas plant we will discuss. So its capacity is about 35,000. Just see, 35,000 to 40,000. In between this range its capacity is there. And at last the cleaner fuel, one of the cleaner fuel, but it is used very limited, hydrogen. Its calorific value is 1,50,000 kilojoule per kg. Just see the value of the hydrogen, but this is not the fuel that is used in our domestic, for domestic purposes. That's why we cannot say hydrogen is the domestic fuel, but it is used somewhere else. Okay, so note down, this table should be mentioned in your note copy. That's why I have it. We will start now this. So note down, do first, we will move forward. Okay, it's okay. Already you have noted down. Now see these topics. Only we have to know in very short, in very few words we will discuss it. One by one we would like to start. Just see. Wave energy. Second, tidal energy. Third, OTE. These are three sources of energy that is from sea or ocean. All are from water, but different name have been given. Why? Wave, sea wave, you have seen sometimes due to the blowing of the wind over the surface of the sea or ocean causes wind energy, means wave energy. And that wave is in motion, which may possess kinetic energy. And our target is what? To convert that kinetic energy in the form of electric energy. The second, tidal energy. You have heard about the word tidal, tides. So due to that, again it is from sea and ocean, but this is wave energy, natural speed, and this is also natural phenomena that is due to the gravitational pull between Earth and Moon. And this is OT, ocean thermal energy. Some of the heat is present in ocean water. How it is harnessed, we will discuss. So all are three are from the sea, but in different way. That's why they have been categorized into different way. So now we will describe, we will explain one by one. Okay, so now starting from the wave energy. Just see, just listen, and you can note down. So we will start first the wave energy. This. So you need to define every time, every syllabus or every topic whenever you start, you need to write some of the definition. That is a basic concept. We explain all the things, but we are not able to define the term. That is not good sign. So you need to know wave energy. Wave energy simply the waves you have heard, you have seen sometimes the ocean seas are very calm. There is no any movement of the sea water, still water. But sometimes it is in the form of waves, sometimes in the form of huge waves like in the case of tsunami, okay, in the case of tides. So here we will define the terms, the air or the water, sorry, wind you can say, not air. Air is simply not with motion. So the wind blowing across or over the sea or ocean, possessing kinetic energy, creates or produces wave energy. So you can start with here, okay? Wind blowing across the, if you want to say, sir, how will we write? Just see, wind blowing across the surface of sea or ocean means simply water. If it is wave energy, it is generally from sea or ocean. So the wind blowing across the surface of the ocean or sea, possessing Ke to produce wave energy. This is one of the statement. It is not necessary that sir only we have to write this. We have to write in this way. No, you can write it anyway. That when the wind blows over the surface of sea or ocean, that causes or that brings the water present in the sea or ocean into motion. Hence, in this way, it possesses kinetic energy, which is further used to produce wave energy. Okay, you can write in your own language. I am telling you, no need to follow whatever I have written is only correct. This is one of the way how to write. So this is the way how can you define and how it is harnessed. That is one of the important part. So it is very difficult to utilize this energy to convert this Ke into electricity. Very tough. Just see, sir, how it is harnessed. Actually, there is a concept of floating generators. Floating generators. Floating generator means ऐसा नहीं कि generator पानी पे float करेगा sir, no. That generator may be placed over sea and boat, ship and boat. Means it is in should be the floating case. First of all, suppose this is the sea, very large area, and it is very difficult to identify where the wave energy is present. Sometimes if you want to harness wave energy and the water is still, you can't harness because this is not under your control. So what happens, suppose we have identified the place here the waves are in motion, so floating generators are about here. Take care that generator is not running with the help of fuel. We have to run it with the help of this wave energy. So what happens, these floating generators, that generators in which the armature is connected to shaft to the wheels. So what happens if the wheels are connected through the turbine of generator, and these wheels are brought into motion by the action of this wave energy. Take care. Floating generators, this is the wheel, sometimes this is also known as turbine. So this will rotate by the movement of the wave energy which further connected to shaft or rod to move the generator. And when the generator will rotate, what will happen? Electricity will be produced. So you will say, sir, how it is done? Sir, it is very difficult task. Where we will go to plant this, to locate the place? So it is simply observed every day, every time. Without observation, no any plant is installed. If we know that sir here every time air is present, then we can plant there the windmills. So after the observation we have to see where the maximum time the wave is present, and then we use such type of the many generators, not only one generator, many generators are placed there, and that can be rotated by the action of the wave energy. So you can write its advantages and disadvantages. Just take care regarding the advantage, disadvantage. This is one of the renewable source. This is not causing any pollution, means it is eco-friendly. And as far as the limitations are concerned, what will you write? It is difficult to locate this place. It is also costly. It may be costly because there is no guarantee of the production accurately or limited value that this will be produced today. No, you can't. So, okay, after all, we have seen that it can be utilized for the production of electricity. So, our target is next that we need to know, so that in future, if the time will come that we are not in the condition to produce through any other, we can produce it by this method. So, our country India, what is the condition of our country regarding the production of the wave energy? Take care. In India, you have seen the coastal regions, the presence of sea, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, some islands are also under our control. So we have a large area of the sea and ocean. So the estimated capacity, if our country utilize its whole potential, then what will be the estimated capacity to produce is about 40,000 megawatt. Take care. This is the estimated capacity of our country. If we use our whole potential, then we can. And one, in our country, the first unit was plant, the first plant, or you can say unit, where it was set up in our country, where the wave energy have been produced with the help of wave energy by planting a unit that is not producing much more capacity of energy, but we have successful in planting our first unit with the capacity of 150 megawatt at Trivandpuram, 150 megawatt. Just see, this is the plant Trivandrum. Sorry, it is Trivandrum. 150 megawatt only. This is produced while set up first plant or unit at Trivandrum. But our estimated capacity is still it is 40,000 megawatt. Means not only just see 400 will be 10% and it is 150 means less than 5%. About 3 or 4% only we are harnessing. If we will utilize all our 100%, we may produce. So this is about wave energy. If there is any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I will move to next. That is the tidal energy. Yes, anyone? Do you want to ask or any query? No. Only these are the methods. These are the way how to harness. So you need to know and note down some main 4 points will be given in your NCRT. You can note down. Second, tidal energy. So we have to write very less, but you need to know about the tides. You know the tides. What are tides? These occurs due to gravitational pull of moon. Of course, between moon and on earth, most of the part is covered with water. So that may produce the rise of the water. So that rise and fall of water is what known as the tides. You have known what are the tides. So simply the high rise and fall. So simply these tides are rise or fall of water. Rise or fall of water due to gravitational pull of moon causes the occurrence of the tides. So it actually happens twice a day. Twice a day or twice in 24 hours. Take care. 12 hours 25 minutes. एक में एक उसके बाद 24 घंटे में 2 बार आता हाई टाइड्स वाटर राइजेज अप टू हाई फिर वापस लौटता सी वेव समुद्र के किनारे रहने वाले लोग जानते हैं तेजी से पानी एक बार ऊपर की ओर चढ़ता है फिर वापस तेजी से लौटता है सो वी हैव सीन मेनी आइलैंड्स where due to the rise or fall of water something what happens when the water rises the whole island gets merged under water there is no any land remain vacant and when this water returns back again the become like the soil muddy soil so you have known about many such type of the islands are present in the world and also the coastal regions where populations are very very far away why because if you are close to the sea due to the high rise of the tides that area may be merged under the water okay so these tides just take care tides means rise or fall means it may possess kinetic energy because it is in motion movement so this kinetic energy will be further used to convert this energy into electric energy. Just take care once again. Tides क्या है जी? Tides occurs due to the gravitational pull of moon. So what happens? The water present in sea or ocean rises high or falls. That takes place twice a day or twice in 24 hours. So our target to harness this kinetic energy present in tides in the form of the electric energy. So how can we harness this? Just take care. How can we harness this into form of what? Electric energy. So first of all you need to understand this, then you need to define this. As I have defined the term wave energy, you need to define the term tidal energy. So what will you write? Just tell me. What will you write regarding tidal energy? So just see the energy possessed by water due to rise or fall of water or sea water, you can say, because fall rise there is motion, there is movement, it may be in the form of kinetic energy. Further it is used to produce electric energy. So you need to define the term the energy possessed by rising and falling tidal water. Okay, so after writing this we will move forward to see how it is harnessed. Just see. Suppose this is sea. This is the sea, ocean, and this is the simply the coast. This is the coast. So what is done? A narrow area is created. Narrow area means simply a dam is created. Suppose we have created the dam like this. Just this is the dam created across the, just see, this is the dam created here. So this is the narrow region. Water coming here, just see. We have created the narrow dam. So due to this narrowness, less area, in physics, area is less. What will happen here? Here the pressure will be very, very high. So if we set up many wheels, that is the turbine of the generator connected to generator, these pressure make these wheels or turbine to rotate, and that turbine rotates further the generator. In this way the electricity is produced. Just see how we have generated, how we have used. Okay, just see, huge dam, because we have to create the narrow region, narrow area. So huge dam of narrow area or region is created across the sea to move the turbine of the generator, so the electricity can be produced. Just see, and if there is any problem you can ask anyone. In our country, the India's potential capacity is about 15,000 megawatt. If we utilize the whole our capacity, we can produce 15,000 megawatt in our country through the tidal energy. Or if you say about the region or area, sir, where it may be set up, area where it has been set up or where to set up in future, you have seen the area means where narrow dam can be created, like in Gujarat, Maharashtra. Some islands are like Andaman, Nicobar, Lakshadweep. These are the sites. Okay, so these are the area, or you can say sites for the setup of these type of the narrow dams or huge narrow dams to produce tidal energy. So whatever I am saying, you need to note down regarding all the things. Okay. So only 5 or 6 points you have to write, that will give the whole regarding this tidal energy. Okay. Anyone you want to ask? Gujarat, you know, Gulf of Kutch. Some like the West Bengal Sundarban, that is also in the form of delta. There is also the presence of the tides. Tides comes near the Sundarban. So Sundarban, Kutch of Gulf, and some more sites are there. So you need to write all the things. What is this? How it is used to convert? After that, where it has been set up? What is the potential of our country regarding the tidal energy? Okay. One more has been left. That is OTE. Now the third one is OTE. Ocean thermal energy. Ocean thermal energy. Once again, thermal. Thermal means simply heat. And one more word is given here, OTEC. Just see. Ocean thermal energy conversion. OTEC plant. Plant means the place. So OTC means Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion Power Plant. So this OTC means this, and these are simply the power plants where this has been occurred. OTC what? Ocean Thermal Energy. So in the case of the ocean, is the amount of heat present in the ocean, or is some heat trapped in between the ocean's layer? Do you know about this? Anyone? No. Okay. So just see, suppose this is the ocean very deep. So suppose this section, this point and this point. Of course, the temperature will be different because the sun ray is falling here. So this is having temperature T1 and this section having temperature T2. Suppose then the temperature is, of course, T1 is greater than T2. So T1 minus T2. This temperature difference, just see, this temperature difference, if it will be greater than or equal to 20 degrees C within the range of 2 kilometer. Take care, this is the principle. This is the upper layer, or this is the deeper layer. If the temperature between the upper or deeper layer is more than or greater than 20 degrees C within the range of 2 kilometer, this also comes under the limitation. So I will discuss. If it comes greater or equal to 20 degrees C, then what will happen? That temperature difference causes, 2 or 3 minutes are left, just complete it. This temperature difference in class 7 you have got. Due to temperature difference, heat flow from one body to another. If heat is transferring from me to this, it means there must be temperature difference. So this temperature difference causes flow of heat, and this this flow of heat is used to boil ammonia. Some of the other material also CFC, but that is not safe. Ammonia. This heat is used to boil ammonia. You will say, sir, why ammonia is being boiled? Because this temperature is very less. If you boil the water, it requires at least 100 degrees. It means boiling point of ammonia is less. So this heat is used to boil ammonia, and when this ammonia boils, it gets converts in the form of vapors or steam. And further, this steam is used to rotate turbine of generator, and when the generator will rotate to produce electricity. Just see, this is the way how to harness. Yes,